Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Vanguard Tactics. I'm Stephen Box, and with Joe Coles today. How are you doing, Joe?
I'm very good. We've had a good day today.
We've had a good day today. It's been a nice day.
We have productive days most days, but I feel like we've actually achieved something today. I don't know what, but it was done.
Something got happened, didn't it? Yeah. We've had a very busy week here, and very busy weekend actually.
Yeah.
I was kind of non-stop over the weekend. You were non-stop.
Yeah.
So it's been a very, good weekend though, productive, and very exciting for this week now.
Yeah.
Lots of new stuff on the horizon with the release of Pariah.
Yeah.
And we've got a beautiful light up table.
Yeah.
I think we showed the guys last on the light up table, didn't we? Yeah. And now Studio 2 has all been,
it looks more like a painting room now. It's like an office more than a studio.
Yeah, so we're going to go for a real clean look in there. And then this one's our blue, black, kind of darker one. A bit more moody, you know?
Yeah.
Moody is what we're
going for. Yeah, it's like, this is where the action happens. Next door, a bit like a dentist.
Yes, clinical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Maybe that's where we do the list labs and stuff from now on.
In coats.
Yeah.
With a big whiteboard.
With a whiteboard and the sticks or a laser pen.
Love it. Right, so that's what we need to order. Big old whiteboard and then lab coats, and then glasses.
To make us look smart.
Yes. We need every help we can get to look smart. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, guys, hope you guys are doing well in the chat. Who have we got here? Callie, John, JP, Kylo, Mark. Yeah, nice.
Hello.
How you guys doing? Now, me and Joe have had a bit of a conversation today, haven't we? Lots of things. We had lots of conversations.
To which one do you speak?
So, anyway, first of all, I want to show you a little bit of hobby progress, what we've been up to. Now, the AdMech army is now pretty much complete, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Vanguard Tactics AdMech army is complete.
This is what it looks like.
This is it. This is what we've got. It's a bit of bolt gun metal on this side. No, this actually is so we can show you this beautiful.
Are you holding it the wrong way around?
No, that's right. And then I think what will happen if I hold it like this and you put the model in front of the camera. Yeah. I mean, it's reflecting. That's the problem.
Really see. It's going to slowly go up.
Go up. No. Somewhere left a bit.
No, I'm not even near it. There we go. Right there he is.
Is that focusing?
It's the bird man.
Yeah, beautiful model. So we've got some of them. Look at that. Look.
Yeah, we've got 10 of those.
10 of those. We've got some dogs.
We've got some doggy men. We're gonna sack. Then we've got the little horsey men.
Yeah.
Or the dog men, should I say?
And then I have also been working on my demon prints. I mean, this is very much work in progress, guys. But look at that, working. Look at the pinks, the purples to the pinks. This is my demon prints for my Empress Children.
I feel like we need a better camera for this.
Yeah, we've got one though. We got one. And then look at this dude right here. Look.
Ooh, he looks like he's in focus.
Yeah, he's in focus. So these are my possessed. Yeah. So I've got two options with this army. I can run them as Emperor's Children, and run my what are they called?
Palatine blades.
Palatine blades. I can run them in an Alpha Legion army as Khorne Berserkers.
Yeah.
Or I could run them as Emperor's Children as possessed, or just Chaos Marines.
You could run how big of a unit of like they're veterans?
Chosen.
I
think it's 10.
10. You can give them all power swords, can't you?
Or power axes.
Power axes.
I do like a good power axe.
Yeah. Well,
but we did have a test game today, didn't we?
Yeah, it was really good fun actually.
We had a real mismatch of. We did an ITC mission. Yeah. 1,800 points.
Yeah.
We did new table size.
And a few of the new rules, like the stratagems that have been stratagems for Overwatch, blast weapons,
fullback.
Yeah, stratagem for the
new character keyword thingy, new character rule. Blast weapons. Yeah, that was disgusting with destroyers.
Yeah, destroyers automatically getting a full 6 shots when you've got a unit of 9 of them is pretty dirty.
Because I had a unit of 11 noise marines, you see.
Yeah. 20 noise marines.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
20 noise marines just off the board straight away.
You can have 5 additional, so maybe 10 models. Yeah. But yeah, so we basically did Emperor's Children versus the AdMech.
Yeah.
You know, I'm testing out some list stuff. So is Joe.
Yeah. I haven't run AdMech since before they had like the rule of 3. So I had some learning to do.
Yeah, so in Joe's list you had 10 of the flyers, 9 of the horses, 9 destroyers, all Mars, 2 Dune crawlers,
4 Daggerbots,
2 units of rangers,
cool,
Manipulus Deolodus, all Mars. So it's all 1 battalion, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's some shoot. I never got to shoot the Daggerbots. I didn't get to see what they do. I never owned them in an army before, and they're all shiny painted, and they died immediately.
What, the robots?
Yeah. Yeah. When you dump 120 damage to shots from Noise Marines, kills them.
It does it. Yeah. Rerolling all wounds. Yeah. So someone's asked here about. Oh, by the way, this is what we've got to talk to you about. Been having a bit of a think about this, haven't we?
Yes.
And this is going to be our last daily live.
Yeah.
Last daily live.
With 9th edition coming up,
we've got a lot to prepare as we need to do a few things, and I'm going to be completely honest and transparent with you guys. Like, doing these daily lives has been something I never even thought I would do. To get to 80 days is...
well, you were like, I'm going to do this for like 2 weeks.
21 days was the original target. Getting to 80, it has been one of those things in which I really want to build up the traction that the channel's getting. And in order to do that, I need to make sure I'm putting absolutely everything into making good quality content videos.
And we're going to be filming and editing and probably painting more models and stuff, which doesn't leave a vast amount of time in the afternoon.
Yeah, and because of the time of 6 o'clock, we start here at 8:30, and then getting till 6:30 is an extremely long day. Then I normally go home. So, guys, I think we're going to do it to be a once a week.
Yeah.
Be a once a week thing with me and Joe. And I hope you guys understand. I mean, a lot of people now are kind of going back to work.
Yeah.
I really hope you've appreciated, you know, what we've done. And because the original goal was to help people whilst, you know, lockdown was going on, you know, to basically try and keep us all a little bit saner, right? And I've obviously tried to give some health and fitness and mindset tips along the way. And I'm sure, you know, some of you, I know some of you have benefited from that. You've emailed me, and I really, really do enjoy getting your emails from that. It's really meant a lot to me. So this is going to be the last daily live.
But you're still going to be doing
a weekly live.
The weekly live, and you've got
the weekly live in the academy.
Yeah.
So if you want to get
what's that? Quiz the coach.
Quiz the coach in the academy. Yeah. That always happens on the academy. But in terms of these daily lives, because 9th edition now there's not many questions coming out about 8th edition, obviously. No. So we're in a bit of an odd time frame. The amount of questions people are naturally sending in is less.
Yeah.
You know, as much as me and Joe absolutely, you know, we do enjoy having a laugh with you guys on this, but we really want to make, you know, I want to make Vanguard Tactics the place to go for 9th edition. Yeah. And in order for that to happen, we need to put all of our efforts in making incredible content.
Yeah.
As you know, I don't like to do, you know, like leaks and all that stuff. I like to do good quality, polished stuff. So that's kind of where we want to focus. I am really going to be making sure we're a lot more rigid with our content that we put out. So making sure it comes out at the same time every single week. Okay, I'm yet to determine what time and day that will be. I don't know what's best. We could decide now. When is a good time?
Although like the Facebook posts have been a bit lax because we've been quite busy, but when we schedule those, they tend to be about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of the content for people to watch, like for YouTube. Maybe we keep it at a I'm thinking we do a. Do you know what? I'm going to publish an image on the community. I'm going to publish an image.
GW stuff always drops at 10 o'clock.
Well, we don't really want to compete with that, do we?
Maybe like at 12, gives us like 2 hours.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. 12 o'clock on a Saturday.
Yeah.
You're going to get a new video from Vanguard Tactics every single week. 12 o'clock Saturday is going to be... I'll set it as a premiere. So in the thing about a premiere is that you guys can watch it together. You can chat in the comments and all that kind of stuff, so that'll be great. But yeah, 12 o'clock every single Saturday.
It gives you 2 hours to go to GW, pick up the stuff you need to pick up, get home, like get it all ready, get your station sorted out, and then start watching and build.
Yeah.
And play. So.
Yeah. So guys, that's that. That's the news, isn't it, from us today? But anyway,
but we're going to be releasing more content.
We are going to be.
So you'll still see us a lot.
But there's one thing I would love, if you have appreciated these lives, to help us grow as quickly as we possibly can. The more you can share our videos, the more you can just talk about Vanguard Tactics, recommend us to your friends, like and comment our videos. I know it's really cringy to ask, but basically how it works is YouTube sees that and goes, this must be a really popular video, okay? And if you can, watch the video until the end, because again, YouTube look at it and go, wow, well, these guys are getting really good traction and people are watching it until the end. It must be a good video. We'll send more people there.
Yeah.
So that would be great. And then on the Academy, I'm going to start asking for people's, I'm going to start doing more polls on the Academy where people can really start to dictate the content that we put out going forward. Some of the more tactical stuff that people want to see.
Yeah. We got a lot more armies now. So
we have,
like, I want to see, what does this unit do?
Yeah.
How does this perform now?
Yeah. And today we are going over like key moments in the game, which we're then going to film little, really like advanced level tactics. But we're going to capture them in game and then publish them as a little product, as a little video. Because then rather than just, a lot of channels do the theory side of things, or they just do the leaks or the rumours, and a lot of people do really great battle reports. And there's loads of great content out there, don't get me wrong, but we want to be that little bit different. So
it's like when you watch wrestling, they always do like Saturday and Sunday SmackDown, where they only ever show the good bits.
Yeah. So that's what we want to do. So our battle reports are going to be within an hour. They're going to be very kind of like, we're going to use good lists, aren't we? Yeah. But we're going to have a laugh as per usual, as me and Joe do. Whoever we get else onto the channel along with that.
What I really want to do is lock him at the office and then just do like a bunch of narrative stuff, and then just secretly publish it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna lock me out and play a fluff game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I mean,
It'd be like guerrilla gaming, like underground stuff. Like you might find that we're playing a game on the top shelf of like a massive storage facility. You can't see us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Just hijacking the channel.
Yeah. Or we're like smoke bomb, just ram raid.
Yeah. Flash banging.
Yeah. Even though I still work in here anyway.
Yeah. Brian said, I think we should move to hourly lives. I mean, that's a different way to go with it.
Yeah. More. Yeah.
We never bicker, Joe.
We never bicker.
No.
You just abuse me.
How dare you say that? I can't believe you. People are going to think that I abuse you, Joe.
He doesn't abuse me.
No. Only on the tabletop.
Only on the tabletop.
Only on the tabletop. Yeah. When you, although today's game was super funny because you've got some new strategies. I did not see happen.
It's one of those things where, because I have
a real good plan in my head, I was like, okay, cool. See the horses there. I'm going to move forward with the noise marines, double tap full rerolls on the robots, kill all them, bring the obliterators down for a little bit extra threat saturation in case I don't kill them. Then I'm going to charge the dogs that are behind cover and then keep the noise marine protected, so then my next turn they can pop out and kill the rest. That was the plan. Otherwise, I would have come down with the Blitz and my Tunis deep striking Terminators and just threat saturate the board. That would have been the plan.
Yeah.
But Joe goes, so I make my charge, and I've got a 1 CP stratagem to turn any of the dice into a 12.
Yeah.
So I had a 12-inch charge with my noise marines. I was like, happy days. I'm just about to do my pile-ins. I was looking up, I was like, okay, cool, get 3 attacks each.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And Joe's like, I think I'm meant to be doing something. I was like, yeah, you're meant to be dying right now.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I'm going to fall back when you charge. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So then I had to put all my models back, and obviously I'm a good sport like that. I let you do that because you're a friend.
And I ran away, and then I killed everything.
And then my noise marines just stood there like, well, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah. Although we're still waiting on GW to let us know whether you can shoot blast weapons in Overwatch or how they work in Overwatch versus big stuff. Because you charged me with 20 possessed. It's not fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool. I get 54 shots. And we're like, maybe it doesn't work the same.
Yeah, so we don't know if blasts are going to work in the Overwatch phase.
Yeah, it would be nice though, but then I probably wouldn't have overcharged them.
Yeah.
Because that would have been nasty.
It would have been, yeah. So anyway, what we got here, no, Joe abuses Stephen mentally because Stephen abuses Joe physically.
Yeah.
There's no scratches on him.
No. What I do is he's like,
scratches
he's like, don't touch that, Joe. I'm like, oh, it's gone. And then I look at him, just stare like a child. Like, you know when your mum's like, don't eat that, and you're like, here they go.
Or when, we're just casually working and I turn around and Joe's just gone this with a box of my models and they've just gone on the floor.
No, they were on top, they were precariously balanced. You balanced them on something and they just slid.
Oh, my fault, is it?
Yeah.
So that it was on your desk?
Because you put them on there.
Well.
My desk is like, I don't know, it's erratic. Stuff just happens. It's not, it doesn't explain.
That's what doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Work.
Loads of work gets done. Sometimes.
So, what have we got here? Highland Phoenix says, excited for the fight phase order change makes the Blood Angels Warlord trade speed of the Primarch more viable now. Might even be worth making the Fist and the Warlord now too. Highland Phoenix, let's not start talking crazy now, Yeah, so my thoughts on the combat phase change is that now it's not my thoughts, this is actually how it's going to happen. The person that's going second gets to pick the first non-charging unit, which is very good. Now that gives a huge buff to the following armies. Emperor's Children, because they always fight first.
Smash Demons.
Yeah, do they get that as well?
Yep, that's their thing.
I thought their thing was Advancing Charge.
They get that on top.
Okay,
they always fight first in combat.
And then the other one is Yanari. They always fight first also.
Howling Banshees.
Do they always fight first?
Howling Banshees always fight first.
That's very nice. So we can see some nice little...
Does that mean I get some Howling Banshees now?
No, it's not huge buffs, but it's enough to be quite impactful, I think.
What's that Space Marine psychic? There's a Space Marine psychic power.
Hang on a minute. Or Might of Heroes.
Not Might of Heroes. There's another one which announced.
Veiler Time.
Veiler Time. That's quite good now.
The other one is Nurgle. Get to make everyone charge it like... There's some sort of Nurgle thing with the Death Guard Jack was telling me about. But we'll get him on to talk about that. So anyway.
And things like Vexator Mask now.
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah, very strong.
Because it means that they have to spend the CP to... Well, they still have to spend the CP to do it.
Kylo said, what a happy couple. Yeah, I think we are a pretty happy couple, actually.
Yeah. They,
we just bicker just for you guys, really, because you love it.
The CP to pay to Overwatch caught me out a lot. Because I found myself setting up things, and I'm like, oh, this would be good, because I could get this Overwatch. It was like, okay, I'm going to charge this unit. I'm like, cool, I'll Overwatch. Yeah. And he does it, and he goes, that costs you a CP. And I'm like, oh, no!
Yeah, it was funny, because he's got his... one of his characters with a pistol, the servitor guy, whatever his name is. He goes around with the robots, that guy. Yeah. And he's like, I've got a pistol, I'm going to Overwatch. And I was like, ha! Going to cost you a CP, and now you can't Overwatch with your Doom Crawler. Obviously, I didn't actually do that. I just let Joe go, oh.
Oh. And I was like, I won't Overwatch then, because you're going to fail, and then you're on double 6.
You got to assume with Emperor's Children, they're going to get a 12-inch charge. You have to assume that because they've got a great strat. So, anyway, said,
damage to Noise Range as well.
Are Defilers viable, or what are usable Demon Angels with this? I actually, do you know what? I said to you the other day, I want an iron. So, the Chaos book, GW, if you're watching, please do this. Chaos.
Write a new one.
Straight in there, just. So,
make them better.
What? This is really painful.
The thing about Chaos is that they can't and shouldn't do everything that Space Marines do, because if they did, you should just collect Space Marines. And then I kind of feel. And you got to think about Chaos. Chaos has been fighting itself. The legions of Chaos have been infighting for 10,000 years in the warp versus themselves and demons and versus other people. So their stuff's pretty bashed up. So it's never going to be as good as what Marines have.
Yeah.
That said, what they should do, make the Maul Fiend ignore terrain like it used to.
Right.
Because it used to be a siege engine, so you could just climb up and down stuff.
My thing is, now I might be wrong here, but when I read the new War of the Spider book, it only applies to infantry, hellbrutes, and bikers.
Yeah.
Now, is that the same for? Yeah. So if your army's Battleforge, or infantry, bikers, and hellbrutes.
But they did FAQ it to be characters now as well.
Yeah, but not defilers. So you can have an Iron Warriors Repulsor getting all the buffs. You can have an Imperial Fist Land Raider getting all the buffs.
Yeah.
But it needs to be, that's the only thing, this is pretty much the only army that doesn't get any Legion traits for their vehicles.
Everything.
And they should get that. That's one thing they definitely need.
But like,
so
defilers are cool, but they really do need a new model, because they are.
They're quite old now, they're a bit dated,
awful. The rules are great.
See, I don't mind the model too much, but especially with some cool conversions. But this one here, like...
Iron Warriors.
The Iron Warriors, so I would run 3 Defilers as Iron Warriors if they got this, which ignores cover.
Yeah.
And then you can get the Disco Lord given +1 to hit, now with the new vehicle rules, because they're actually quite good in combat.
Yeah. But they do get buffed by Chaos Demons, though.
Yeah, but then you're going to have to pay more for that, for like CPs and stuff. So I don't know, I just feel like they should have that as a Legion traits.
It's like that combination with the big angry choo-choo trains.
And also I noticed now with War of the Spider, because I really want to run Fabius Bile, but now, because he's got his own Legion...
He breaks you.
He would now break, as far as I can see, unless I missed it somewhere, and please correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I can't put him in an Emperor's Children list or an Alpha Legion list anymore, because he now breaks it, because he's his own Legion.
I kind of feel that they should do with them what they did with Marines, and have like the successors. The successor system, just because there are successors, like Emperor's Children have the ones that came in Faith and Fury.
Right.
What are they called?
Red Corsairs?
Not Red Corsairs. There's Red Corsairs and then
Flawless Host.
The Flawless Host. They're successors, but they're not the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
I kind of think what they should have, but they fight exactly the same. But they fight for the same god.
Chaos are lacking on a few different ways. Number one, they don't get a super doctrine.
No.
Well, they don't get doctrines at all. They also don't get a super doctrine. So that's 2 things that you're not getting. The warlord traits in the main rulebook do not help any units. They only buff characters. So there's a few selective ones that are quite good. And then also the other problem with Chaos as well that I see is that whether it's Death Guard, Thousand Suns, whatever, you normally have to pick from a tree of a few things.
Yeah.
And rather than it just being like Thousand Suns in Psychic Awakening, they didn't really get much. It was like you can pick a tree, but that's about it. So you're only getting like 1 new stratagem or 1 new warlord trait.
Chaos is an army that currently in 8th edition, you have to go from all books. You have to go Chaos Knights, you have to go Chaos Demons, you have to go normal Chaos Space Marines, maybe a sprinkling of Chaos Guard or Thousand Suns kind of thing, just to make them work as a cohesive force.
Yeah.
Whereas every other codex, especially now in 9th edition coming up, everyone functions on their own well, apart from Chaos.
So I really hope that Chaos get a new codex quite soon as 9th drops. What are my thoughts on... Oh, here we go. A couple of questions here. Hello, man. I'm French, so sorry for my language. Not a problem at all. Please keep them coming, and great to meet you as well. But what do you think about V9 for Blood Angels? I really hope the Sanguinary Guard and why not Death Company will be up for the new meta. Well, my list is brilliant. Going into 9th.
So
good. Fair. Balanced.
Broke.
It's not broke.
It's not broken. I think we don't know what terrain rules are yet, so we don't know how that will affect them.
Yeah.
But based on the current 8th edition rules and how units, infantry just walk through walls and how having jump and fly is really good.
Yeah.
But Blood Angels, all assaults and Sanguinary Guard Death Company army is horrific. Especially because you can't run away from them anymore.
No.
Or you've got to pay CP too.
So, a couple of things here. There is a point in which that Blood Angel army in 9th edition will be broken. And I think that number is 1,600 points. If I have a 1,600 points list for Blood Angels, that I think would be near on impossible to beat. It's just ridiculously strong for 1600 points. So I think Blood Angels are in a very good place going into 9th from what I've seen so far.
And now, you were talking about putting flame aggressors in, weren't you?
No.
Just 18 flame aggressors.
Highland Phoenix was, I might have missed it at the start, but your thoughts on the desperate breakout stratagem. Okay, so a few things here. Number one is I think it's been interpreted wrong by a few people. It's not 2 CP so you can fall back. No. You're still, I think, going to be able to fall back normally, but obviously you won't be able to shoot unless you've got some sort of interaction that allows you to do that. Like, and that would be like Ultramarines or something in AdMech allows you to do so.
Falling back won't be a stratagem.
No. So I think you'll be able to move out of combat. What the stratagem allows you to do is move through enemy models. Yeah. Okay. You do take a bit of a penalty for that. Obviously, you have to remove if you roll any ones. And also, if you can't actually physically move your movement and end outside of an inch, then you also destroy the entire unit.
It's basically just to represent you just dropping your stuff and running.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way out.
Yeah.
And you have to pay for it because your opponent's done this tactical thing to hold you in place.
They took you hostage. You've got to imagine it is like the tri-point, which we've taught multiple times. In what we teach on the academy as well. So let's say the tri-point, in my opinion, is the narrative version of taking a hostage. Yeah. So I've got Joe, and I've grabbed him, and I'm taking him hostage that you see in the movies all the time, but the guys in the own units have gone, I'm just going to shoot anyway. Yeah. And whether they kill their own guy, they're not really fussed. That represents the ones being slain, and then they get to move through the enemy models, okay? Now, is this a problem? And then some people have said, oh, combat armies are dead now. No, you're just going to have to work harder to do it, or you're going to have to force your opponent to spend stratagems elsewhere, or if they're frivolous with their stratagems, then they're not going to be able to get out, or you have to double wrap, or double bubble, or whatever it might be, or you're just going to have to tank some of those hits, right? So there's going to be other ways. Now, I don't have anything wrong with it. I think it's fine. I'm glad it's a 2 CP stratagem, and I'm glad it's not a 1 CP stratagem.
So it means that, like, being 2 CP means that you can do it early on, but the chances of you doing it turn 5 or turn 6 going to be quite hard unless you really bank that it's going to happen and you're putting those CP aside. But wrapping it or having your units whilst you wrap them spread out enough that when that unit falls back, they can't fall back far enough.
So big old units could be a good way to go. We've missed a couple of questions here. Wargaming in Cuba. Libra, I want to play Warhammer 40k competitive. My favourite armies are Space Wolves, Blood Angels. Which one should I play? Mate, either one. Both are very good.
Do you like hitting things in the face?
Both do that great. Whatever. I love Blood Angels. I've got some Wolfen at home. Wolfen are really nasty. So
it's a weird one because Blood Angels smash everything. Everything really well. Space Wolves smash Blood Angels real well.
So good. Yeah. What do you guys think about Thousand Sons in 9th or any heavy psychic armies? Yet to be. I haven't seen I haven't seen any psychic stuff yet, so I need to sort of hold my thought on that.
Cardo asks, are Knights going to be good in 9th edition? The same as this edition, I imagine.
It will depend on the mission, the mission design. And Knights need a mission set that they're able to score well on and deny their opponent.
I think if we're going to see Knights, they're going to be part of a Supreme Command detachment for AdMech, because then you've got your infantry, or they'll be part of a super heavy, like a super heavy detachment.
Yeah.
But you'll still have the AdMech in there. You have to pay the points for it just to make them a bit more average. Because when we played with the AdMech today, and we were like, oh, we're going to run this against Chaos Knights, I was like, you're just going to...
It's not a good matchup.
AdMech's going to just delete the Knights in 2 turns.
It's not a good matchup for the Chaos Knights, no.
I think
you're
going to see a lot of souping with Knights. Just early on, just because the missions really need you to hold objectives.
We don't know yet. That's the thing, we really don't know.
Well, the one mission we've seen requires you holding objectives.
In Knights, the thing is with the Knights is that the Knights want to play in all phases of the game. Now, they're actually very durable at sitting on an objective, because
Yeah.
that's obviously they're a Knight Titan, but what they lack then is if they're sitting on objectives, they can't be fighting in the fight phase. And a good Knight player knows that he needs to shoot in the shooting phase, fight in the fight phase, fall back, shoot, do the whole thing again as many times as you possibly can to leverage your, all
They're
of your
actually a very
abilities.
high skill set army. On the face of it, you're like they're just a smashy army.
They are now. They're a high. They weren't before, but they are now.
Yeah. Because you've got to be constantly thinking a turn or two ahead.
Yeah.
I think with Knight.
And it's too easy to throw a Knight away. You need to saturate the board at the right times. You need to apply enough pressure, enough threats. Sometimes you'll need to be able to play KG.
Yeah. My problem with Knights when I first played with them was I kind of ended up just giving a Knight away a turn.
Yeah.
I thought I'll push this one in, shoot back.
Yeah.
Push this one. But what I was doing was just feeding a unit a turn. So you gotta watch out for that.
Yeah. With the detachments costing CP, do you think this will help Drakari in any way? Feels like they'll be penalised more others because of detachment type rules.
We don't know.
So you got to think, right? GW would not have forgotten about Drakari.
No.
Or Orcs that normally run 3 detachments. In fact, Orcs normally run 3 detachments more than any other army out there.
Because game-wise and fluff-wise, they're an army that's a bit of an amoosh-boosh, aren't they? A bit of everything. And in Orcs, you need your speed freaks, your looters
whatever,
with different
or
stuff.
you did anyway before things changed.
I kind of think, what I really want to see is the Real Space Raiders detachment, or detachments, which is currently 3 patrols gets you 6 CP. But people have forgotten about it because you actually just get more for running 2 battalions. But what I'd really like to see is 3 patrols becoming a single detachment.
For Drakari.
Yeah,
they'll definitely have something like that. So don't threat, guys. Don't threat. Spud unit, any other thoughts on Drakari based on the new rules announced so far? Let's have a think about this. Overwatch is better for Drakari than it is against them because it means that you're let's be honest, there's nothing in the Drakari thing that's any good at Overwatch.
No.
So
and
you don't care
you've
about
got
that.
the Vexator mask and you've got Vect.
Yeah, so everything that's come out so far, you've still got things like
witches are really good. If your opponent wants to do that breakout,
they can't.
Because you've got to do a roll off first, and even if they which is quite rare for them to win if you've got your shard nets.
Yeah.
And if they do win, the potential of them losing models is quite high.
And having to spend 2 CPs, or you vect it.
Yeah, you can't go.
Yeah. So that's same for Genie Stealer Cult. They got the ability to Grand Master in the making, whatever it is. I know I've got it completely wrong, but you know what I mean. Will the new shots blast rules kill squad size of 6 or plus models? No, I don't think so. I think a lot of people, like I've said multiple times, guys, on this show, let's take the I've used it as an example before, the double battle cannon.
Yeah.
Okay. You get 2d6 shots with that gun, and the average is 7 anyway. So even minimum 3, okay, 6. Yeah. You're likely to get that.
Even if your opponent rolls a 4 and a 1 now, the chances of them spending a CP to re-roll that 1 are pretty high anyway. And like I said before, armies that hoard now will still hoard. Yeah. No one's going to start running 10-man units of Orcs, boys.
I'm not going to run 10 unless they go for the truck route, but I'm not going to run 10 Noise Marines because I'd rather have 20, double tap them, plus 1 to wound on, all the buffs and abilities, and just go, cool, well, I'm going to nuke that unit and that unit. Yeah, okay, if you kill me in the next turn, that's fine.
Big horde units normally have an ability either inbuilt or available to them in a stratagem that brings them back anyway. So your opponent can kill 21, 25 boys. Yeah. Then you pick, 2 CP, okay, I'll bring them all back on again now. And then I'll charge you. So,
but if terrain rules are better, shorter deployment maps, it's all balanced, guys. GW doing a great job at the moment. So yeah, right, okay, we're gonna leave that there. So that's 34 minutes. So guys, this is our last live. I will put up on the community when our on the YouTube community when our next live is going to be. I'll make a post on that. Okay, but guys, I really, really appreciate all the emails you've sent to me, the messages on Facebook, absolutely everything. that you've said that you've enjoyed this thing that I kind of started 80 odd days ago now.
Well, it'll be 80-ish plus
some weekends. So probably about 90 odd days. But guys, I really, really appreciate all your support, and I really hope that we keep you engaged through the, when 9th edition comes out. And like I said, guys, please share our stuff, comment on the videos, like and watch them to the end. Yeah. Tell your friends about because the more that this channel builds, okay, then the more that content that we can put out, the cooler stuff we can do, because as the business grows, I can employ more people, I can expand absolutely everything. We can get new armies, get better cameras, and I've invested a huge amount. I've got 2 studios here now. Yeah. We've got new camera setups, lighting.
Got me.
Got Joe. He's a
person
that we didn't have before.
Yeah. Although I have noticed since I've started on it, the amount of people watching on a daily have gone down.
Yeah. I was on about 70 averagely, and now it's 30.
Well, it was like 60 odd. Then I came on, boom, 70 after a couple of days.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to blame you though, Joe.
Solely.
So completely. Like 99% probably your fault.
Yeah.
But I think the other 1% is people are going back to work. Yeah. Or there may be we're in a bit of a lull at the moment, right? People just want 9th edition to come out. So Highland Phoenix, can't believe you aren't going for the 100. I know, I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking the amount of other quality content we can do. So like the stratagem, this one that's just come out, the desperate what's-in-my-jobs, some sort of desperate dudes. I want to show you actually how that works on the tabletop. I want to go over it in detail, not just talk about it. It's very easy to do that. And
so instead of a live, you'll just get a video, like a post today, being like, this is how we've interpreted this. This is how we think it's going to work.
Yeah.
This is how to
put it in your armory, sort of thing.
Yeah.
We want to give you little tools ready. Like I did with the video that I launched yesterday that we filmed about how to build your army for 9th. The information there is pretty straightforward, and it's all relevant, and it will be relevant for 9th when 9th edition comes out. So anyway, guys, please like this video, as always. Most appreciated.
Someone said something about All Space Wolves Dreadnought Army. I didn't see who it was that wrote it.
What do you think of Space Wolf Close Combat Dreads can carry Storm Bolters or Flamers at the same time as having Blizzard Shields?
No, they can't. I don't think they can.
I mean,
it's got a smoke launcher.
Even if it did, I still probably wouldn't even waste the time shooting it. And I'm a big believer of this, guys. If I've got a weapon, I don't shoot my Blood Angel weapons. I don't bother shooting pistols because that is thought process. I need to engage brain for.
Turn 2, the old Angelus bolters.
That's the one exception.
They're quite tasty.
The one exception.
Turn 2, turn 3, when those boys come down, they can be a miss.
Typically, I won't bother because every time you think about something, you are then taking up brain power, and it's essentially accruing fatigue that you can't do elsewhere. Yeah. So again, the reason why if we don't do these lives anymore, then it frees up mine and Joe's creativeness and our energy and our efforts to put in other quality content elsewhere. And that's what we want to make sure happens. All right? So anyway, guys, again, really, really appreciate you all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, tell your friends, all that good stuff. Yeah. And we will be back for another live. What day should we do lives? What day would work for you? If we have to do a regular, maybe like a 5 o'clock?
That's a time.
That is a time.
A day? I don't know, any day. Maybe like a Thursday or a Friday. Because then
we do the Academy one on a Thursday, though.
Yeah, maybe like a Tuesday. Because that's when people have games nights normally.
Monday.
So we're replacing Monday. Well, if we do Tuesday, that gives us Monday to read up on whatever's been released on that weekend. Say for instance, Pariah's coming out. We get the book on the Monday or Saturday or whatever.
Yep.
Gives us time to both read it, and then we can do a live and have a little chit chat about it.
On Monday.
On a Monday.
Okay, so Monday, 6 o'clock is going to be our regular live time, yeah? So when you get back from work, tune in, 6 o'clock, be here.
Because you've just had a weekend off,
yep,
and you just had that awful first day back at work.
Potentially,
because Mondays, Garfield hates them.
Yeah.
I used to hate them, but I have a relatively good job now.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, mate. So yeah, get back on us. There it is. Look, Mondays live every week. So this time next week, we will be live, and you can keep us accountable. If we don't, then there'll be some sort of punishment, I'm sure, for me and Jeremy.
We need have you seen the third Jackass film with the big hand behind the door?
Okay.
So they lure people in,
right,
and then they just release the hand, and this hand is like the size of like me and you together.
Wow. Big hand.
Wipes them out.
Yeah. Right. Anyone on that note, guys, we're gonna love you and leave you, and see you next
Monday.
Next Monday. Yeah, someone said about checking Battlescribe. Battlescribe isn't always right. Check your codex. Always check your codex.
Well, it's not codex now, is it? It's the chapter approved book.
Yeah.
Which all the points in.
Right. Take care, guys.
Bye bye.
See you later.